A potential new patient calls and asks, do you take my insurance? But you're not in network with their PPO. How do you respond? Is it possible to get this patient to come to your practice? What are the right or wrong words to say? That's what we're going to be talking about on today's episode of the Dental Practice Fixers podcast. I'm Dr. Richard Madow. I'm co-founder of the Madow Center for Dental Practice Success, and we help dentists and team members all across the world, just like you. So thanks so much for tuning in to the Dental Practice Fixers. Hey, I just want to let you know that when a patient's trying to find their new dentist, what do they do these days? They always go on Google and search for dentist near me, cosmetic dentist, my town, Invisalign dentist near me, whatever it is. And when they do, you want them to find you, don't you? Of course you do. That's why I'm going to give a high recommendation to Simple Impact Media, the best SEO company that I've ever known. They are a small boutique firm that don't farm things out internationally to generic SEO people. They specialize in dentists. They do it all in the US, and they are the best. So if you want to learn more, just go to madow.com/SEO. That's MADOW.com/SEO. Okay, if you are a regular listener to the Dental Practice Fixers, you know that usually I talk for a bit, give a practice lesson, whatever, and then we go and do our mystery shopper calls. But since they're all related today, I thought it might be really interesting to do the mystery shopper calls first. We'll analyze them a little bit, and then we will go on and give the reveal, the big reveal. What's the best thing to say when somebody calls your practice asking if you take your insurance and they don't? Okay, so a little reversal for you today. Reverse the order of things, should be lots of fun. So remember, I'm going to play some calls. We'll talk about them, and then we'll talk about the best response to the question, do you take my horrible, crappy, lousy PPO insurance? And you don't. Okay, let's go over to Command Central here for call number 1. I just called a random dental office asking a similar question. I kind of made up this PPO. I don't know if they take it or not, so let's see what happens.
May be monitored and recorded for quality assurance. Please hold while I try to connect you.
I'm really nervous now. Maybe monitored or recorded.
Dental, this is Lauren.
Hey, I've got a question for you. I want to know if you take my dental insurance.
What was the question about your insurance?
I want to know if I can come to your office with my particular insurance.
Okay, which insurance is it?
It's called Humana PPO.
I'd have to check and see. Do you have the information on you?
I don't. I just know that's what it's called.
Yeah, I just would have to verify the plan, and then I can let you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, thank you then.
Yeah, we do take that insurance. I just wanted to, just double check, make sure it, covers everything.
But you do take it?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Are there any you don't take?
Well, there are some that we're out of network with, some policies with Humana, so that's why I wanted to check.
I see. Okay. Well, thank you very much then.
Yeah. You're welcome.
All right. Right on. Bye.
I just don't understand this call at all. Now, obviously, my hope was in the theme of this podcast that they would say, no, we don't take your PPO, but then see what kind of attempt she made, if any, to get me to come into the practice. But this was even weirder because she said, yes, we do take that insurance. She did say we need to verify it, but made absolutely no attempt to get me to make the appointment. I don't understand what just happened here. I called this dental office. I said, do you take my insurance? First, she hems and haws like she's not sure. Then all of a sudden, boom, a light bulb goes off in her head. And she says, oh, yeah, we do take that insurance. Okay, so why would this person be calling? I called your office. I said, do you take my insurance? And you do. Obviously, I want to become a patient there. And she made no attempt whatsoever to make an appointment, to get my contact information, to welcome me to the practice, to do anything. That was just a complete failure, I'm sorry to say. Okay, let's move on.
You're calling dentistry. This is Emma. How can I help you?
Hi, I want to know if you take my dental insurance.
Okay, what policy do you have?
It's called Humana PPO.
Let me ask my insurance coordinator. I don't think we're a network with Humana, but let me double check.
Okay, great.
Give me 1 second.
Okay, I'll say this. She said, let me ask my insurance coordinator. And I don't like that I'm on hold with no on hold music or beeps or anything, but I do like that she said, let me ask my insurance coordinator instead of saying just hold please, not knowing what she's going to do now. She could have done it better, something like, would you mind if I place you on a brief hold to check with my insurance coordinator? Just something like that. But just, I think the fact that she, before putting me on hold, let me know what she was doing instead of just saying hold please or wait a minute or whatever. That was a plus. I'm going to give her a plus for that. This whole time's way too long, and the fact that there's nothing going on, I mean, I'm worried that she may have disconnected me. Let's find out. But in general, I think that was good. Always better to ask permission. Would you mind if I place you on a brief hold while I check with the insurance coordinator? But I'll give her a little credit there. I'll say well played on that, letting me know where she was going. Same thing with when you're treating patients or doing anything. Always let people know what you're doing.
Thanks for holding. I just asked about the insurance, and we are not in network with Humana. We still will file, but we are not in network.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Any more questions for me?
Well, I mean, what does that mean you'll still file? Can I come in? I'm not sure what that means exactly.
So with us not being a network, they could only pay the out-of-network prices, so it would put you coming out of pocket a little bit more. But you wouldn't be doing any of the filing. We would still send it in for you.
Filing of my teeth? Or what do you mean?
Filing the insurance
Of course
claim?
I'm not doing that. Oh, the insurance claim. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
You are welcome. Have a great rest of your day.
Oh, you too. Bye.
Thank you.
Wow, she just couldn't move it in the right direction. She did let me know that even though they're not a network, I could come in, but she made it thoroughly unattractive. She just said, we'll file for you, and then, depending on the price. First of all, I'm not that picky on words as long as it's a word that anybody could understand and not a dental term, but I don't like price. I always say fee instead of price. But again, she went nowhere with that. She talked to the insurance coordinator. The insurance coordinator obviously told her, well, we're not in network, but we can still see this patient. Then she came back and did nothing to sell it, nothing to let me know why I should come to that office, even though they're not in network. Just zero, just said, oh yeah, we'll file, and then completely dropped the ball. So not exactly what we're looking for here. But I'm ever confident and optimistic. So let's try another one.
Office, may I help you?
Yeah, I've got a question. Do you take my dental insurance? It's called Humana PPO.
We are out of network with Humana PPO, so she can see you and bill it, but it's an out-of-network rate. So, if you're comfortable with that.
Yeah, I don't think I know enough to be comfortable or not comfortable. What does it mean with the out-of-network rate?
She's not. Yeah, it depends on the exact. A lot of factors on your exact plan, et cetera, and she's out of network as opposed to being contracted and in network with them. They would cover a lot more if she was in network with them.
I see. Why is she out of network?
She has chosen only to be in network with about 3 dental insurance companies. The rates of pay and that kind of thing just are not worth it.
Oh, wow. So they don't pay you enough. That's crazy.
There you go.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow. Okay, she started off with a mediocre answer, but then it got worse. She made it about the money. Don't make it about the money. She said the rates of pay, and then, oh, there you go. I mean, look, a couple things. As you know, your patients think the dentists are rich. They all do. They don't want to hear that you're not going to take their insurance plan because you're not getting paid enough. And then she kind of almost had the attitude of like blaming the patient. It's not the patient's fault that they've got this PPO. They're working for someone who's chosen this PPO. It's not their fault. It's not their fault that you chose not to participate either. And, good for you in a way if you chose not to. But Don't make the patient feel bad about it. Don't make it seem like the rich dentist is greedy, too greedy to take their insurance. Just completely played wrong. Again, the job is to welcome them to your practice. And the reason is not because of money. The reason is quality of care. And we'll get to that in a second. The reason is that, you want to provide the best quality of care. It all kind of boils down to the same pot. Yes, you're not providing the same quality of care you are because of the fees or whatever, but let's not mention money specifically. I think it just leaves the patient feeling a little bit icky. And then even after she explained that I could come in, she made no attempt to get me to make an appointment. Zero. Nobody has yet. We've got one more call. Let's see what happens.
Call will be recorded for quality assurance. Thank you for calling. Please press 1 to continue. Thank you for calling. Please press 1.
What? Oh, I put this on here on purpose. That was truly horrendous. We got this phone number off of their website or maybe off of Yelp, whatever it is. This was the office's official phone number because I called and they got that weird voicemail, please press 1 to continue. So obviously, the call is going to be recorded, all that stuff. So I called a dental office. I called the right place. And then I pushed 1 and got that fax tone, or maybe it was their AOL modem. I mean, who even hears that sound anymore? What is going on here? Did I hit the Wayback Machine or take my DeLorean to the speed where I transfer myself into the past? I just don't understand what happened here. I called a dental office. I got this call may be recorded. I pushed number 1 like they asked, and then got the you've reached the office of Dr. Larry Nastor. I mean, what is going on there? Fax, AOL modem, I don't know, but I can tell you that this potential new patient is never, ever, ever coming to this practice. Okay, so those were our calls in a weird order today, but I think it worked well. So let's get to my favorite answer to the question, do you take my insurance when you don't? But before I do that, I just want to let you know, this is just one of my favorite questions that I call the dirty dozen most difficult questions to ask. There are a bunch of other ones, like when a patient has perio disease and they say, can't I just get a regular cleaning, doc? Or they need a crown or corn crown, and they say, can't you just fill it? Or you present a fee and they say, why is it so expensive? All these, I've got 12 of them that I think are really difficult to answer. I've come up with the best answers that not only satisfy the patient, but also lead them towards treatment. And as a podcast listener or viewer, they're all for you, complimentary. Just go to Madow.com/ask, MADOW.com/ASK, and the answers to the dirty dozen are right there. But let's talk about today's topic. Do you take my insurance? First and foremost, before I give the answer, this is going to sound crazy, but don't lie. And why do I say that? Because I know several practice management companies, marketing companies, front desk training companies that actually teach their practices to lie. Something like, do you take my insurance? Oh, we love all insurances. That's a lie. I mean, look, it's a technicality. Oh, yeah, we do love all insurances. This is not a lie. I'm calling BS on this, total BS. It's lying to the patients, try to get them to come in, and then they come in and you say, oh, we love all insurances, but we're not in network with yours. Come on. That is so uncool. Or the other one that says, of course, coming in for a free benefits check. What the heck does that mean? That's being deceitful. You know on the phone whether you're in network with this insurance or not. So let's not play games. Let's not lie. Let's not be deceitful. Let's tell the patient the truth. But the worst thing is when someone just says no. And I didn't catch anyone doing that today, but I've heard it many times. Like, do you take my insurance? It's called Humana PPO. No. And then they just don't say anything else. So let's practice something like this. Now, when I give these answers, they sound a little bit stiff, of course, because it's really a script. I don't like the term scripting because that implies that you're memorizing something and reciting it word for word. But I'm giving you this script so that you can talk about it at a team meeting, put it in your own words, practice it so it sounds comfortable coming from you. Everybody should do it in their own voice and their own style. But essentially, let's make it some version of this. Do you take my insurance? It's called Humana PPO. Okay, that's the question. Now your answer. Because we know our patients don't want to be forced to choose a dentist from a discount provider list, we are unrestricted providers with dental insurance. That means we can still see you as a patient while providing the best quality dentistry possible. Many of our patients choose to come to us because they value the high quality care and personalized attention we provide, despite their insurance plan. I meant to say personalized. I think I kind of swallowed that word. The personalized attention we provide, despite their insurance plan. We will provide you with our fees for any necessary procedures and help to estimate how much your insurance will reimburse. That way, you won't have to choose a dentist from a list, and you may still get some help from your insurance company. We also offer several easy-to-use flexible payment options that we'll be glad to tell you about. If you'd like to stop in, I'd be glad to review your plan with you. Is tomorrow at 2 p.m. a good time? So let's review this a little bit. Because we know our patients don't want to be forced to choose a dentist from a discount provider list, we are unrestricted providers with dental insurance. I love that phrase, unrestricted providers. It means you can see anyone, and you can. And you're telling the patient, our patients don't want to choose someone from a list. Then you go on to say, that means we can still see you as a patient while providing the best quality dentistry possible. Is it throwing their PPO dentist under the bus? Well, maybe a tiny bit, but in this circumstance, I think it's okay. Then again, I like the next part because you're saying that a lot of people do this. Other people do this. It's not crazy. You won't be alone. And that's when you're saying, many of our patients choose to come to us because they value the high quality care and personalized attention we provide despite their insurance plan. Yeah, if you do this, you won't be alone. You'll be normal. Then you're letting them know you're going to provide the fees, help estimate their share, and that way they won't have to choose a dentist from a list, and they'll still get some help from their insurance company. Now, of course, at this point, they're thinking, well, I might have to pay something. So let them know that you've got some easy-to-use flexible payment options. Tell them you can review the plan, and then, maybe most importantly, offer them an appointment time. I just kind of broke down that script line for line. It's a winner. You know, it's really tough to get a patient that has a plan that you're not in network with to come to your office. But it does happen from time to time, and it's up to us to provide them that opportunity so we can provide the best care possible. Now that I broke that down, I'm just going to read it again so it flows. Because we know our patients don't want to be forced to choose a dentist from a discount provider list, we are unrestricted providers with dental insurance. That means we can still see you as a patient while providing the best quality dentistry possible. Many of our patients choose to come to us because they value the high quality care and personalized attention we provide despite their insurance plan. We will provide you with our fees for any necessary procedures and help to estimate how much your insurance will reimburse. That way, you won't have to choose a dentist from a list, and you may still get some help from your insurance company. We also offer several easy-to-use and flexible payment options that we will be glad to tell you about. If you'd like to stop in, I'll be glad to review your plan with you. Is tomorrow at 2 p.m. a good time? Boom! There you have it. I'm not saying you should do this word for word the way I just presented it, but you should definitely get that information, that feel, that vibe in a way that sounds like it's coming from you. Shoo, that's a lot, but I've got 11 more answers for you. The dirty dozen, most difficult questions. So just go to madow.com/ask, madow.com/ask. And as long as you're doing that, after you do that, go to madow.com/save, madow.com/SAVE to learn how to save money on your credit card processing month after month after month by just paying a low, flat monthly fee, not that nasty overage percentage. Okay, that's just about going to wrap it up. If you want to help some dentists and team members across the country, across the world, please tell them about the Dental Practice Fixers. Give us a good review on whatever site you're listening or viewing. Leave a review if you have a few extra minutes. Thank you so much for being a member of the Dental Practice Fixers family. I'm Dr. Richard Madow, co-founder of the Madow Center for Dental Practice Success. You can email me anytime. My personal email address is rich, R-I-C-H, @Madow, MADO.com. www.drww.com. Thanks so much. I truly, truly, truly value you as a listener, and I'll see you soon. Bye.